Are you ready to take charge and create the life that you desire? If so, this is the episode for you. My name is Henry, and welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today. And if you're a new listener, I hope you enjoy this episode. But if you've been listening for a while, this week you could call it my acoustic album. I am recording just directly into the phone. The episode yesterday, I just recorded just speaking to it. And today I wanted to do a little bit of video. So I just set the camera up here and I'm just going to have this conversation. So thank you for the journey. Thank you for being part of this. We've got a great message today, really about creation, about taking control of that power, how you can do it. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive space. So just imagine getting comfortable, relax, and we're going to pick a specific word with this. So the word we're going to use is creator because we want to create. We want to recognize our creation power. So we're going to use the word creator. And as you breathe in, I want you to say the word creator, creator, creator over and over. Keep your eyes closed and imagine that word just expanding, getting bigger the more you say it, like a balloon as you blow it up. And then as you hold your breath, I'm going to speak some powerful I am statements around being the creator. Listen to your mind, hear them, say them with me if you can in your mind. And then once we exhale, anything that no longer resonates with that energy will leave us and we're going to move forward in our creative power. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. I am a creator. I have the power to create anything that I desire. I am in control. I am the creator. And exhale. Well, I'm excited about this message. I'm really just excited about doing this because I feel like I'm just getting to talk to you. So if you're watching this on video, hi, it's good to see you. And of course, if you're listening to it, thank you for joining in. This creation power, this is what 2024 is all about, at least for me. 2024 is about stepping into the control seat. See, you've been creating this whole time. You are both a powerful observer and creator of your experience. Whatever you observe, you create more of it. So if you're not consciously controlling your observation, which is not just with your eyes, it's your thoughts, it's your actions, it's your experience in general. You are observing it all. You are the observer. So you've been creating this experience based on observing the way your parents thought, then observing those thoughts in your mind, and then how your teachers taught, your educators, your bosses, how did they think, and then put that into your own mind. That has created your current situation, even your friends. It's created where you're at. But if you want to take back control, first you have to recognize what you are, which is the observer, and then step back into that and adjust what you observe. You see, you're going to observe the thoughts in your mind. So you need to put thoughts in there that align with where you want to go. Don't talk as you are, talk as you will be. Make it the reality. Don't say, I will be rich. I am already rich. See, you will be that, but we're speaking as if it's already in place. You're already living that experience. You're just perceiving it from your current state, if that makes sense. Remember, your eyes, your mind, basically all the senses of the body, those are the lens into this experience. It's all housed into this body that we're borrowing that goes back to the dirt. That's where it came from. But our soul, our spirit, our energy is observing this whole thing through this. Whatever you observe, you're going to create more of, because that's what you do. You observe and create. So as you observe, you're going to create. That's why you speak, view, and imagine as if it's already the reality, because then you're perceiving it. Even though you're perceiving it from your current state, you're perceiving it, and then it will become your current state. If you think, oh, I want this, I want to become this, and that's your desire. You're working out and you say, I want to become big, or you're working hard on the sales and you're like, I want to make a lot of money. You will just create more of that situation of wanting more, of not having enough, of always being in that position of I need this thing to feel this certain way, because the law of attraction will keep that as your reality. Instead, if you operate as the person that already has it, if you start speaking and acting in alignment as the person that already has it, then that will become your reality, because as you perceive, you will receive. Everything is frequency. It's fluid. There doesn't need to be a time buffer. There doesn't need to be anything. It just is. So as you are, so is your experience. That's why the saying that the world is not as it is. See, we see this world, we think it's this just one thing and everyone experiences the same thing, but that's not true. So many people go through things that are worse than you've gone through or better than you've gone through, but they perceive it differently. Some would go through your life and it would be the best life ever. All of the terrible things that have happened to you, it would still, from their perspective, be better than what they've gone through. And then there's others, if they were to lose their experience and go to yours, they would think it's the worst. But it's the same experience. So if people can perceive it differently based upon their understanding, their perception of life, then so can you. You don't have to change the situation. You have to change your perception of the situation, because it's how you feel that truly matters. If you have the nicest car in the world, you have all the money in the world, you have the nicest house, you have the best looking spouse, like everything is perfect. But you're unhappy within because you've built this desire of needing the next thing. So it's unsustainable. It will never fill you up. So you are empty because that's what you keep creating. You keep thinking the material thing will fill the hole, but it won't, because the law of attraction says as you are, you will receive, because like attracts like. So you could have all of these things and feel empty within, like you have nothing, because all you truly have is your internal state, which your internal state is alignment with what you observe and create, because it's constantly flowing through that. You're observing something, it's running through you, and you're creating it. So you operate in that internal state. So that's why you have to pay attention to what you're perceiving. It's not the thing that's going to solve it. It's not earning the nice car, earning the big paycheck, earning the physique. That's not what's going to solve it. It's about learning to love the individual that you have to become to do it. The hard things, because when you can do that, because the things are hard. If you have a big goal, something that most people don't have, it's difficult to do. The work that you have to put in, the dedication that you have to put in, the commitment, all of those things, that is difficult. That part isn't enjoyable unless you decide it is. And once you decide it is, you are in the right state, because you are in control of how you feel despite of what's going on externally. See, that's how you create. Whatever you focus on, you will expand. Your filter, take care of it, and it'll be easier to focus on what you wish to receive. So for 2024, I'm so excited because it's going to be the year of creation. This person that you see talking to you right now will be very different a year from now. I'll still be operating in love and light. I'll still be the positive mindset. I'll still do all of those things. But my experience will be so different, because I realize nothing is impossible if you're willing to think and act in alignment with it. You see, it's impossible if you're not willing to do those things. If you're not going to believe and act in alignment with what you wish to receive, it won't happen. I know that I can do that. That's what I've done for the past 3 years with this podcast. It was the proving ground for me. You see, I was already a positive person. So I knew the end result. So I've been doing backwards math. That's like if you take a test and you know the answer, but you have to work backwards to find the start of the question, like which is the real question. So I knew what a positive mindset felt like, but I didn't understand why I had it. I didn't understand the ingredients to create it. So for the past 3 years, I've been working backwards to figure out why was that created as my reality? How was I doing it? And now I understand the process. I understand as you think, you will receive. Like that's why I keep saying it. If you want to create something, observe it and you will create it. Whatever life it is that you wish to have, that is the mind that you need to have, because you will constantly observe your thoughts. It's one of the most noticeable things that you observe. That's how you shift it. Everything is possible. 2024 is ready for you to take charge. I'm not saying that 2024 won't be challenging. The economy might be terrible. There might be wars. There might be political unrest. All of those things can exist, but they don't have to affect you. You can move into your own experience. If you pay attention to that, if that becomes your life, then that will become your life. But if you focus on what you want to experience, you will have it. Through every period of life where the worst things are happening, somebody is living the best life imaginable. It isn't all doom and gloom all the time. There's a way to find the experience that lines with you. You'd have that ability. And the best part is, if you learn the ability and then you give it away, which is my goal, to learn how to do it and give it away, then the whole world will do that. That's complete abundance. When your neighbor could give you everything and you could give it back. That's the goal. That's how we rise up, and that's how we become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, I hope this episode was good. It was a little bit interesting to just read to the phone like this and do it, but I hope you enjoyed the journey. I hope the message came through clear, because I couldn't look away and check my notes, but hopefully it came through just like a conversation, because that's what I was going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to the email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. So I appreciate all the follows there. We're going to end with a final deep breath. We're going to take a deep one in, and we're going to line up with that creation power. You're going to say that you're the creator. So as you breathe in, you're going to say, creator, creator, creator. Imagine it getting bigger. Imagine it just like a balloon, and each time you see it, it expands. Feel that within you. As you hold your breath, I'm going to speak some positive frequency about creation so that you can step into that power, so you can perceive from that perspective. Try to say it with me if you can, or at least hear it in your mind. And we're going to exhale, and we're going to allow anything that doesn't resonate with being the creator to leave you. Whether you feel it in your chest when you breathe in, your shoulder, your elbow, your knees, whatever it is, allow it to leave you. And when you're ready, move forward into the day as the powerful creator that you are. So let's go ahead and take that last breath in. I am a creator. I was gifted with the power of creation. I realize I have been creating my life up until this point. Now I'm taking control and will create for the future. I am the creator. And exhale.